shadows they wander alone, old ruins where fears have grown, eyes that watch from ancient stone, whispers chill right to the bone. Gothic castles rise in the night, ghostly figures glide out of sight, wolf howling under pale moonlight, darkness creeps and grabs too tight. You have fallen into the EuroCrypt. There is no escape from the EuroCrypt. Fog curling through cobblestone streets, footsteps echoing heartbeats, vampires hunt their nightly feast, lurking monsters are released. Silent scream in a sepia dream, melancholy miles downstream, no one's safe or so it seems, worlds unravel at the seams. You have fallen into the EuroCrypt. There is no escape from the EuroCrypt. Fallen into the EuroCrypt. There is no escape from the EuroCrypt.
All right.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's going on, y'all? We are back, man. It's Gothtober in the EuroCrypt. So figure we get some Gothic films, man. Why not start with like the very first one, right? I guess it'd be considered the very first full feature-length horror film, period. The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari from 1920.
I can't think of another one to this length.
There's other films. There was shorts.
Yeah. Exactly. There's like The Haunted Castle, I think, was the one in 1898, and that's like a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
There's one called Suspense in 1915, and that's like a slasher film. That was like 10 minutes, but I can't think of anything as long as this one.
Right. But damn, I'm trying to get our thing adjusted here. I don't know. Anyway. I guess that's okay. But anyway, man. So then we're gonna move on to the Playgirls and the Vampire. It's actually the only one out of the three that I own.
I only got the DVD of this one.
Okay. This is the Vinegar Syndrome release. There's not a lot on this release. I mean, it's a little bit, but it does have the audio in English, and the Italian, of course, but
does it have the 8mm version of it or 16mm version?
I don't think so.
Yeah, there's a condensed kind of. Let me get it right. It is 8mm, I think.
Okay.
Literally, like a 15-minute version, you could have literally had in your house and screened it and whatever. At the time. We're talking way before like VHS and.
Yeah, this is 1960, man, and then the last one was your pick, Darren. Vampyres, 1974. This was, I'd say this is an erotic horror film.
Yeah, it's like
exploitation, but I say the nudity is just as much as the violence and gore. You know.
Yeah, I would say it's like a Hammer horror if you put like a little bit more nudity in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
keep hearing
can't
about
wait to
the
hear what you say
Karnstein.
about that.
I haven't seen any of those.
The Karnstein trilogy is amazing. Yeah,
Yeah, I
it
need to
does.
check it out.
It's
Yeah.
got that similar vibe actually to this one.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard that this one's not as good as those, but it's right there with it. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's not as good as them, no, but it is decent.
Yeah, I really enjoyed all three of these, man, for different reasons. Of course. But let me get into the chat right quick before we get going, man. Let's see. We got see Dead Pit got a new member, Michael Bowers.
Hey, what's up, man?
And Mikhail. But yeah, awesome, man. Another new member of Dead Pit. Cool. Got Texas in here. Welcome to the panel of pain. What's happening, brother?
What's up, Tex, man?
Hopefully you're doing well, man. I've been busier than a cat covering shit. So, you know. We got Nana in here. Kathy, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, Kathy?
Jay's
sister there.
We got yeah, it's Jay's sister. Good to have you in here. We got Sick Jim. What's happening?
Hey, what's up, man?
Adrian James. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's up?
Let's see. And I'm gonna skip the chatter between the chat. And then we got JB in here. SPC back on it. Yeah, man.
Hey, what's up, JB?
Hell yeah. And we got Vinegar Syndrome Media. Yeah. And we got Jason 1957. Jason K 1957. What's going on?
There's a new name, I think. Yeah, what's happening, man?
Glad to have you, man. We got Nightmare Files. How's it going?
Hey, what's up?
Pretty good. Glad to have you in here. I think that's a new first time I've seen you in here.
Yeah. It's probably coming over, with the Dead Pit crossover.
Yeah, I see the link. Yeah, because we're multi-streaming on Dead Pit as well. In our channel, just in case y'all don't know, our channel is Subjective Perspective Collective. Feel free to subscribe if you like what we're doing or whatever. Hit the likes and all the good shit. You could do it, Let's see.
Faster.
Yeah, get a little some of that in there. But anyway, then we got Mick Horrors in here. What's going on, y'all? What's happening?
Hey, what's up? What's up, man?
Good to have you in here as well, man. And Kathy says, dancing my days away. Good to see you, fellas. Yeah. Good to see you.
Hell yeah.
It is my first time. Awesome. I was recently subscribed. Cool.
Oh, cheers, man.
Much appreciated. Well, yeah, man, we're going to get into the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, man. 1920. Directed by, is that Robert? How do you say his name?
Robert Vine.
Wine or Wine?
Yeah.
Is it Vine or Wine? Because a lot of the W's
I think
are
it's pronounced with a V because it's German.
Right.
So I think it's Robert Vine.
But I got to stress how important this film is first. Like I said, it's, I know Roger, I'm not a big fan of Roger Ebert, but I kind of agree with him. He said that it is the very first, he considered it the first true horror film, full feature horror film. And I agree with that, man. And a lot of things that it did, other films copied from. But for one, man, there's no real straightforward narrative. And the story, the way it's told, is told in the form of a flashback. And this is the first film to do that, I believe.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is the first one to do that.
It has to be the first one, I think.
Right. And it's very ambiguous because as you go along, you want to start watching the film, you're like, what the hell exactly? But I think it's considered the quintessential example of German expressionism, for sure. It's one of the staples, one of the pillars of when you think of German expressionist films, this has got to be up there.
This is always mentioned in the top 2 or 3 because you got this. M is a big one in it from the early 30s.
Nosferatu, which we just covered.
Yeah. Those are the big 3, I would say.
Metropolis too.
Which I've not seen. I need to see that one. That had a remake as well.
Right.
But yeah.
But this also inspired. It's also like the very first psychological thriller. People look at it that way as well.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
you of course they couldn't get away with certain things, so there's brilliant things done in shadow, where there's a kill done in with a shadow, which is
Super.
awesome. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it moves its way through cinema like this film does. Um, it's also the first film to be considered like an art house film. Like, it's considered a work of art, because of the way it's struck. Like, everything's built, all the structures, the sets, the matte painted sets, the very warped buildings and weird angles of things, and there's like subliminal messages of like daggers, sharp objects when you see a certain character,
Right. Yeah,
Uh,
the sets are like weird. It gives you that dreamlike feel, which they were
yeah,
going for.
right,
Yeah, completely unique. All done in like a box as well. Like they built this stage and they had this box with all these different rooms, that they could use as like the park or the fair and all that.
yeah,
It's very unique, man. Yeah.
yeah. The dreamlike atmosphere, man, is just it's smothering. It's like just overwhelming in this film. Like, and then they use like different colors for like night and day and shit.
Yeah, different tints in it. Like I think
Different
it
tints
was.
over the film. It's revolutionary, man, of how many filmmakers this film inspired, like, or influenced. I would say Alfred Hitchcock would be one.
Definitely.
Orson Welles. Then you got people like Tim Burton, of course. Like, almost every one of his films looks like this shit. Like, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. You'd have to say the slasher film as well. This
Yeah.
heavily influenced the slasher film for me.
Definitely. I'd say David Lynch. Very Lynchian, like, in a way.
Yeah.
Also, Guillermo del Toro, if I'm saying his name right.
Yeah.
He's big into this style as well, man. I know, oddly enough, this is Nicolas Cage's favorite horror film.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that to be the case. Yeah,
but no, man.
Strange, man.
It's use like the stark contrast of the dark shadows to the light, distorted perspectives, man. It's just, I don't know, man. I think it's a masterpiece of a film. I really do, man. Like, the artistry, the creativity, and also there's a whole other layers to the film that are speaking of the time, because this is a couple years after World War One,
Right. Yeah.
in Germany. So it's kind of speaking on the authority and things of that nature as well.
There's kind of big backstories with the actors in this as well, because two of the main actors in this were so poles apart politically, it's unreal. So I was delving into it, like a bit of background.
Okay.
So you got Werner Krauss, who plays Dr. Caligari, and he was dubbed the man with a thousand faces because he used to be able to like transform his face for different performances.
Kind of like Lon Chaney in a way.
Yeah, but before, like, which is crazy. But his legacy was completely tarnished because of his anti-Semitic views. He was an active collaborator with the Nazi regime.
Oh shit!
And he had roles in propaganda films and
Damn.
all that. Yeah, man. And then you've got Conrad Veidt, who plays Cesar, the complete opposite. So
right.
He was a renowned German actor who became a key figure in early cinema, particularly German expressionism, before fleeing Nazi Germany to achieve his Hollywood stardom, because he went on to star in Hollywood films, which we'll mention in a bit as well. Yeah. But he actually completely went against the Nazi regime.
Right.
But they were poles apart, to where he actually fled Germany to come and live in Britain.
Well, a lot of these filmmakers did as well. They fled Nazi Germany and came to Hollywood,
Well, he was facing pressure from the Nazis as well to divorce his wife because she was Jewish.
Right.
So yeah.
I did hear about
situation.
that.
He did die, unfortunately, obviously, at the age of 50 for playing golf in LA. But he had made it quite big in Hollywood because he starred in Casablanca, you know, that famous film in 1942.
That's what I was saying. That's the big one. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a lot of people consider that the best film ever made. You know.
That's the one with Bogart in, I believe, yeah? Humphrey Bogart.
Yep. Definitely.
And just to touch upon the one more cast member is Lil Dagover, and she plays Jane. She lived right to the old age of 92 years of age and died in 1980. She was like the benchmark, you know, for German actresses at the time. She starred in over 100 films, most notably alongside Conrad Veidt in early German Expressionism classics. She did make a brief kind of foray to Hollywood in 1928, but kind of got disillusioned and went back to where she kind of was supporting the Third Reich again. And even though, you know, she got blackballed at one point where she couldn't get no acting jobs because of that. And then she come out with the story that she was put up to like supporting them. She had no option or what have you. She did come back into things after World War II, and she did a couple of German krimis, The Strange Countess in 1961 and The Indian Scarf in 1963. So, yeah, kind of interesting, all three main characters of this.
Yeah, man. I know. So I was talking about Robert Vine or Wine, however you want to pronounce it. He did like 90, around 90 films, but only 20 of them survived.
That's crazy. Yeah.
The only one that I put down that I want to check out, and it's only because he didn't finish the film, and it's Robert Siodmak. Of course, that's the guy that made The Spiral Staircase.
Okay, yeah.
So he finished a film of Robert's called Ultimatum. So I do want to check that one out. 1938.
Oh shit! I didn't even know about that one. Yeah, that definitely sounds up my alley. He did do The Hands of Orlok. I know we mentioned it last week.
Yeah.
The 1924 film as well.
Okay.
But yeah, it's hard to get, you know, background on a lot of these films because we don't really know. Not many people have seen half of these films that these have made.
But it's also like I said, man, it's definitely touching on authority of the time. I think you can look at it like Dr. Caligari is the regime.
Yeah.
The manipulator, the controller, and Caesar or Cesar. I've heard some people say Cesar. Like, so
Caesar, I think I would say, but
yeah, Caesar or whatever, Caesar or whatever. He's a victim, you know, and like there's like some deep layered shit going on. Think about it. Like Dr. Caligari introduces him and says he can tell the past, present, and future, but he's been asleep for 23 years and he's 23 years old.
Right. Yeah.
So what does that say? Like everybody's asleep, like wake your ass up, you know, but he's being controlled, you know?
Yeah.
But that's not a spoiler, by the way.
He's a somnambulist, which I had no idea what a somnambulist was until I looked it up. And that's basically a sleepwalker.
Yeah,
they do things in their sleep. What's that?
The sleepwalker trope is big in these films. Like it's big in Nosferatu as well, you know?
Yeah, and again, this is what done it first. I will agree with Dirk, and when it comes in later on to my rating, bear in mind that I'm not a massive fan of these films, but I agree with Dirk completely. Like, this is probably one of the greatest kind of silent film, this Nosferatu, that you'll ever see. I think the story, the writing, the whole twist at the end, and we will briefly go through the first little bit to kind of give people an idea what it's about. Yeah, it's a classic. There's no denying that. It's like, I can imagine watching this actually in 1920 at the time would have been really thrilling for people.
Because
and shocking, I guess.
You know? Yeah, very shocking because you got to think all the films before this film were all straightforward storytelling, and everything was like natural.
Yeah.
You know, everything looked like real life. You know, this is
Yeah.
very surreal. This is very way past all that, dude. Like, you know, it's groundbreaking in my opinion. Like, so.
Oh, it is though. You think it's hard to put your mind around this, like storytelling was going on in over 100 years ago, 105 years ago now.
Right.
It is. It's groundbreaking. Just the sets that we mentioned and everything. The story was influenced by one of the writers. So one of the writers saw this woman getting killed back in 1913,
Right.
and it kind of inspired him then to, you know, for the storyline of this. In regards of like, you know, there could be someone, because the murderer of that woman actually turned up at her funeral as well, and they, you know, no one knew who this mysterious guy was, and that kind of planted the idea for the whole thing with Caligari and Cesar, which is crazy. Yeah, it's like 1913 murder inspired this.
Also, I'm mixing it up. Is it the same writer or the other writer? Because there's two writers, Carl Mayer and Hans Janowitz. So one of them was in World War One, and he was put in an insane asylum. And so there's a part in the film that is actually, that's when it inspired some of the writing too in the film for what happens.
I think that it may have been Janowitz. I'll have to double check on that.
Okay.
But he's the one who did see the murder at the time.
Okay.
They were really, the two writers, so them two guys you just mentioned, were really pissed at the twist ending.
Yep.
They didn't like it at all. They thought like it was kind of like wimping out a little bit.
They were forced. Forced to do it that way.
Yeah.
You know, like, well, I mean, they didn't have no. They were just the writers. They didn't have no choice. So, like,
exactly,
like,
yeah.
You know,
and we can go through a few of the first acts as well. So this is all done in acts 2, like Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, and so forth.
I think it goes what, 6 or 7.
It's 6, I believe. Yeah,
6.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So obviously the opening, and the opening I like as well. You got the eerie like music. With the same track to this one, it played. So when this was played live, it was literally done with a live band at the time.
Yeah,
I don't think there was like the original music
orchestra.
Yeah,
in the theaters, right?
Exactly. Yeah,
that's crazy, right? Crazy to think you go to the theater and there'd be like a live orchestra right there. You know, like
it is.
That'd be wild, man.
But what I like about this, just to like set people up with the storyline, is we see two men and they're talking in this park. You got Francis, and he's talking to this older man who tells him spirits have driven him away from his family and his home. You got this woman walking by, and she looks like she's sleepwalking or dazed. Francis says that's his fiancée, Jane, and they have suffered a great ordeal. But most of the film then is told in flashback mode of Francis's story, which all happens in Hostenwall, a town in Germany, of twisted buildings and spiraling streets.
Right. And they make an agreement because they're both in love with the same woman. So they make an agreement, whoever she chooses, they'll still be friends, you know.
Right. I don't know how that works, but yeah. I mean, she's a wonderful actress as well. Like,
great storyline though, man. It's because Cesar or Caesar, whatever, however the hell you say it, he supposedly can tell the future. He can tell the future. He can tell the past, and and he knows everything happening in the present too. So which character asked about when he's gonna die?
That's his friend Alan.
Yeah. He asked when he's gonna die, and he says before dawn.
That's right. Yeah. So you've got Dr. Caligari. He's already got his permit now for the town fair, and that's his kind of that's his act. You know, he's Dr. Caligari. You got Cesar, who's this sleeping somnambulist in a coffin, and that's where Dirk just said they end up, these two friends end up going to the fair and ask him that question, and And I think that's the end, pretty much the end of Act 1. You've got a really weird scene at the end of Act 1 as well. So did you notice we're at the fair? And do you notice the scene with the monkey?
Yeah, yeah.
And like every time someone goes up and they're giving money to this man and this monkey, the monkey's giving them fucking really devilish looks, and he's like that.
Yeah.
You know?
He's
That
probably,
poor monkey, man.
people probably fucking with him, you know?
But yeah, I bet it's cruelty, isn't it, really, to keep an animal like that anyway. Right. So I thought that was kind of interesting. But needless to say, the start of Act 2 then, the town clerk who we saw earlier, giving Caligari, you know, permission to do this, he gets killed, he gets murdered and stabbed to death in his bed. And that's kind of the first, you know, slasher type murder, I suppose. Like, there's not many before it.
You want to talk about proto slasher? This is this is like the golden standard, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The way it's done with the shadow too, like, so you don't actually see somebody getting stabbed or anything. They couldn't do that. There's no way that would have been done. They wouldn't have allowed that.
Right.
But it's really brilliantly done with shadows, and it looks creepy as hell too. By the way, like the way
it does. It's just got that certain look about it. It's
very menacing and violent and mean. Like, you know, that whole struggle, and then, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. But needless to say, after that, you know, you've got Francis, his kind of girlfriend Jane, and her father, Dr. Olson, and they kind of investigate then Alan's murder for the rest of the film and try to find out what's been going on. There's some really creepy scenes. I wonder, do you know that? No, so there's a scene, right, where the somnambulist, without giving too much away, he goes off into the night, and this guy spying, one of the guys spies on Caligari at night, and he sees this Cesar led in the coffin, but we find out later that it's a doll. Can you imagine what that doll would be worth nowadays if that was still? Maybe someone still has it, like, as a movie prop.
Yeah, if it's not like destroyed and disintegrated, you know. Like,
well, yeah, I know Kirk Hammett, the guitarist from Metallica, has a lot of early stuff from a lot of these films. So yeah, I would love that. That would be one piece of memorabilia, man. I would.
And the whole look of Cesar or whatever, he looks like almost every goth kid or emo kid, right? And like, I would even say, like, I know for sure Tim Burton. I think Tim Burton even admitted the look of like Edward Scissorhands is an homage to Cesar from this film.
Has to be, yeah.
He looks dead, just like him, though. Damn near, you know.
Yeah, we're not going to give anything away with this one, but needless to say, there's a very interesting twist right at the end, which I like. I embraced it, you know.
It's a great twist, but then there's like another twist.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
So it kind of leaves a lot of questions when this is one of those films I don't think you can just watch it one time. Like, this is a film to be studied and shit, like all the different layers of metaphors and shit, symbolism, all kind of crazy shit going on. But
yeah, the two writers were like, they hated the twist endings to this.
Yeah.
But like you say, there's nothing you can really do when you're writing, and it's so early on as well, you know, director and the studio's going to get, you know.
You got to think about the regime is in control, you know.
Yeah.
Back then, so.
And this was just after, World War I as well.
Yeah.
So
this is predating Hitler. This is like right before Hitler. Like,
I think the Nazi regime was just coming in, though, weren't they? Yeah. I think not far off the time of this. So this release date of this is February the 27th, 1920 in Germany. It was called Das Cabinet des Dr Caligari. Production company was Necker Dioscope, which is a German company. Ultra low budget, man. It was estimated at around 20,000 marks, which is roughly $18,000 in 1920. Today's equivalent would be $250,000, so still pretty low, really.
Oh yeah.
But it was shot. Most of it was completely shot in a studio in Berlin that I mentioned earlier, with the backdrops, minimal props. They were doing all they could to save money, which kind of helped it work for the film with those sets. They're just amazing, man.
Yeah, man. That's
and if you
like...
delve deep online, you can see pictures of the actual sets. I'm sure they've kept them in some way. They preserved them,
right?
Which is crazy when you think about the length of time. But yeah, superb.
Let me catch the chat right quick, man.
Yeah.
So McCarr says, "Love that intro song. I appreciate it, man. That's you can actually thank CK for that.
CK's the man when it comes to that.
Yeah, man. He found that chick. She's got a beautiful voice. And then Texas says, I think you should tell CK to remake the old EuroCult T-shirts with the EuroCrypt logo, so you have an extra T-shirt for sale."
I'd buy it, man.
Right. Let's see. We got Wild Wrangler in here. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, man?
Good to see you in here. D&D. Yeah, man. Let's see. Watching Terrifier 2016. And actually, that's the one I prefer out of the three. So.
Oh, man, that's where me and Dirk disagree, man. I can't get into that one.
I know you like part 3 the best, right, Darren?
No, I've not even gone to 2 or 3, man. They're just not my thing. I'm sorry, but yeah, I know everyone loves them, but yeah.
Let's see. Nice to meet you. Oh, okay. They're talking. Be careful. It's going to terrify you. It's definitely got a very unique kill. I'll say that. Let's see. Dr. Caligari, 1920s. He is wearing Mickey Mouse gloves. Yeah. Absolutely. There's a scene.
I didn't notice that. Is he? Yeah.
Yeah. He's got the white gloves and they got the black lines on them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Is Vampire 1932 good? Never seen it. I appreciate it for what it is. It's a very different take on Vampire. I think it deserves a watch, though. If you like Gothic, if you like vampire films, if you like the historic type cinema, I'd say check it out.
That's one I've never seen.
Yeah. Text says, I've never seen it, but sounds, yeah. What's up, Dan? What's going on, man?
Hey, Daniel's in the house.
Yeah,
Dan Shine.
Good to see you, man.
What's happening, man?
I mean, we got something going with him pretty soon on the Dead End Drive-In, so I'll stay tuned for that. That'll be a good one.
Dan's back off vacation as well. I know they did the big wrestling event too.
Yeah. Hell yeah. So check his channel out, Flesh Wound Features, man. They got a lot of good stuff going on over there.
Definitely.
And also check out Texas channel, man. He's always got something going on over there. I know I haven't been in there in a while, but I've been busy as hell, man.
I know he took a bit of a break for a week or two. I think he might be back. He might be back doing it now again, Tex.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I've been busy as shit though, man. I haven't had time to do. I mean, barely had time to do this, really. And Dan said, "Yeah, it's been a crazy month, but I'm back home. Awesome, man. Hell yeah." But yeah, man. Where else did you want to go any further with this, Dr. Caligari?
I'm just looking now my notes. So you were right. Janovich and Mayer drew from their experiences with military psychiatrists during World War I.
Yep.
And that kind of fueled the film's themes for like manipulation and madness.
Actually, so
go on.
What is your opinion, Darren? I got to ask you this. So when I watched the film, I've seen this movie. This is probably like my 4th time seeing it. So
yeah.
Do you think that the story is being told through the eyes of a madman, or do you think it's a nightmare, a dream? What do you think is going on exactly?
All of the above, really. It's definitely, it takes you to a point where you think it's being told by a madman, and then you've got that added twist at the end.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends. I've only seen it once, so I need to maybe watch it a couple more times to make a proper judgment on that.
Yeah.
But I don't think it tries to trick the audience. I'm
No,
kind of
what it
inclined
does,
to think that it is the asylum, you know, the madman. But
right. I didn't mean to
yeah.
interrupt you, but I
No,
think
no,
what
you're
I
good.
love about this film is it actually lets the viewer make up their own mind.
Yeah,
You know,
it
like
does. It does.
it's one of the
100%.
first films. I think it's the first film to do this.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, I
yeah.
think everything else was a straight and narrow story. You know, it every other film spoon fed you what you were watching, and this one don't. So, you know.
Do you know what they did as well, which is really unique for the time, right? So before this came out, the distribution, they mysteriously put flyers in Berlin, all around Berlin, with the phrase, "You must become Caligari." And this kind of cryptic campaign created buzz and was considered an early example of viral marketing in cinema. It's the first time, you know, this drew crowds from everywhere in
Damn.
to the premiere. Yeah, yeah. It's
You
like,
notice the scene with Caligari. There's a scene where he's chasing his name.
yeah, yeah.
And it's animated. It's so cool though, man. Like I love like because I try to put myself back in that time, in that context, you know. And to me, man, this I can't stress it enough how earth shattering this damn movie is. So
It's like, so the name Caligari was inspired by a character from an obscure 18th century novel, Stendhal's Unknown Letters, which Janovich read. The name later became shorthand and manipulative for manipulative villainous figures in pop culture, even inspiring a 1962 remake and references from other media. So this did have a remake, which I've never seen, in the 60s.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't seen it, but I know about it. I have seen a trailer, and it looked cool, but you know, I just never have checked it out.
Yeah, I've heard about it. Never really tried to dig it out or anything. But no, that's pretty much what I've got. Have you got anything else?
I think I've kind of Martin Scorsese's. I forgot to mention him. Definitely, Shutter Island is highly inspired from this film as well.
Okay, I've not seen that one.
Yeah, it's very close, very close. I mean, you could definitely see the influence. So, yeah, I mean, but it's inspired so many people, so many tropes. Yeah, I'm just glad that we got it. Because I mean, where would horror be without this film?
Oh no, it's, yeah, influential. You know? Dan's saying there's a 2005 remake as well.
Okay, no, I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
No.
So it's hard to like rate this one because I can rate it as like an actual influential film, and that would be a 10 out of 10 all day long.
Yeah.
In terms of for my own taste, though, I'm gonna give it like and this will go up. This will definitely go up. I'm gonna give it like a 6.5 / 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
But bear in mind I've seen it once. I'm not massively into these silent films yet. I've only seen a few and I like them. So yeah, but I'm guessing Dirk's is gonna be a lot higher.
Well, you guess right, because to me this is a masterpiece, man. This is a 10 out of 10 film. For everything that's done, when I watch it, it just it flies by. Like it flows. Like I just feel like I'm watching a nightmare on screen, you know.
That's a good way of describing it, actually.
In the way that it's, because it's, you got to think, man, these silent films, there's no dialogue, so everything's physical acting, and you know what I mean, like,
yeah,
the emotion that's coming through the screen, like, is intense as hell. And I know, like, Hitchcock, he had to pull from this, man. So
oh yeah, definitely. That guy as well who plays Cesar, he was practicing keeping his eyes open for like, and he could go long periods doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone's ever tried that. It's fucking hard, man.
What's your favorite scene though, Darren? Let me ask you. I'm gonna ask your favorite scene of the film, because
I like the death scenes in Silhouette.
Mm-hmm.
I do think they're probably one one of my favorites. But there's quite a lot actually. I like all the set design and all that. The scene with the Caligari, like you say, he's seeing his name everywhere on the street, and there's
it's like
lots,
almost like
man.
he's going crazy.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's that. You know, there's layers to this. We're not spoiling the film because I promise you, I still don't have all the answers. Like, you know what I
mean? But yeah, there's about 5 or 6, man.
Okay. My favorite scene, I'm gonna tell you, my favorite scene is when Cesar goes into the bedroom, and the way that bedroom's lit, the way it's shot, it's so dark where he's at, and he's coming into the bedroom, and then where she's at laying on the bed, it's so light. You know, it's like this bright white, the contrast of dark and light. And he's coming in there with the knife. That's my favorite scene of the whole film. And then like that whole,
a good one, man.
Everything that happens after that. I'm not gonna say anything. Y'all see it for yourself. Check it out. You know. But I'll say silent film's not for everybody. Because I know I had it on, and you know, my wife and my son, they're like, "What the hell are you watching?" Like, you know, like, oh, I'm watching this 105-year-old movie. You know.
I do like. Again, I'm not going to give nothing away, but I do like the way they went with the female character in the twist at the end. She's got kind of, all I can say about that, I do like what they did with her character, which is kind of unique. Apparently, there's loads of remakes, by the way. Like Dan saying, there's another one, 89.
89, yeah.
I'll have to check 1 or 2 of them out. I have to dig deep and see which is the best and maybe give it a go.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, man, that's all I got on it. I do highly recommend it, but I thought it was perfect for Gothtober. Right?
Yeah, definitely.
So, man, we're gonna get into a very early erotic Gothic, and that's
I don't know if I can show
the Playgirls and the Vampire.
Yeah,
1960, man. When this one came out. So this is 40 years later. I'd say it's one of the first Italian erotic horror. I think it's the first time you ever see a nude vampire in a film.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So they've got that going for it. The first erotic horror, Italian erotic horror, was from Renato Poselli, and that's The Vampire and the Ballerina, which I haven't seen it, but I heard it's a lot more tame than this one is. And
it's very similar to this storyline as well.
Right. But as far as like the sexual stuff, a lot of people point to I Vampiri is from 1957, which is the very first Italian horror with sound. There's themes and it kind of hints at things. If you've ever seen it, I Vampiri, you ever seen it, Darren?
I've not seen it. I do own a copy, but I've never seen it.
It's a great movie. I love it. Mario Bava, Ricardo Freda, which technically Bava finished the film, but it has like sexual undertones and stuff, but nothing like this. This is like pretty damn crass compared to that. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, it's definitely a precursor to I Vampire is definitely a precursor to the erotic horror, I would say.
With this one, I'd say think of maybe Alfred Hitchcock, but it's not as good as that, don't get me wrong.
No.
If Alfred Hitchcock did like a kind of vampire film, right, you know, that's kind of the feel you get. But Piero Reginoli, who was the director, he's more known for his writing than anything else. He did some he did Burial Ground, Nightmare City. This is writing, by the way. Yeah, Demonia, Obscene Desire, Voices from Beyond, another Fulci, Foxy Lady from Martino. But the one he did direct was I I'll See You in Hell, which is from the same year, 1960, and that's kind of a proto-giallo. Done in black and white, very much got the same feel to this one.
Yeah, you're talking about Pirro?
Yeah. Piero Regnoli, yeah.
Regnoli or whatever. He did one I want to check out. It's a sexploitation film called Malabemba, The Malicious Whore.
That comes up a lot in these books that we got. Yeah, right. I've always wanted to see that one.
1978. I do got to see that one. Which we covered The Third Eye. He did write that one. 1966.
He did write The Third Eye. Yeah, yeah.
Black Ribbon for Deborah. Have you seen that one?
That's one that's eluding me, man. It's not got a release, I don't believe.
That's a trip, though.
Copy I got of that is like with no subs.
Right. That's a trip that he did. He wrote Nightmare City and Burial Ground. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, the list goes on because there's ones I never even mentioned. He wrote Cry of the Prostitute, Like Rabid Dogs, Patrick Still Lives.
The Hills Run Red.
Yeah.
In 1966. I mean, Satan's Baby Doll, 1983, which I know that art, that piece of art. It shows like the devil holding and he's like a winged devil holding a naked woman.
Shameless DVD poster. Yeah. That's one I've never got around to seeing as well.
That's a famous piece of art. I'm trying to remember the artist. But this film is also got like one of the first films to do the stranded travelers trope, where they have to stay in a dark old castle. They can't go any. They're stranded or whatever. It's the first time. Like it's one of the first to do that.
Yeah, they got that idea from Old Dark House from the 30s.
Mm-hmm.
It's and I love that as well. Anytime there's like a storm and you get all these people descending on this kind of castle or big villa.
This one's great though because it's a group of showgirls with their manager, and they're all beautiful women, and they're all like, showing stuff. Like they're not showing too much though, right? They're like in their nightgowns.
No, it's pretty tame. At the time it was kind of.
People were probably tripping out back then in 1960s,
Yeah.
Because you could see like you could see through their nightgowns and stuff. Like,
I mean, the one actress who plays Vera, Lila Rocco, man, she is gorgeous. I've never seen her in anything else.
Right.
I don't think she did like any other genre films of this vein, but man, yeah, she was like a beauty pageant contestant. In Miss Italy before transitioning to cinema.
I can believe it. She's beautiful.
She did star alongside Ingrid Bergman and George Sanders in films, but she was always known as kind of a supporting actress, if anything.
Right.
But like just before we get to that, actually, the cinematographer Aldo Gracchi.
Yeah.
He did Play Motel, The Bloodsucker Leads a Dance, Cannibal Revenge, and The Seventh Grave.
And The Devil's Man.
Yeah.
1967.
Yeah.
Play Motel, though, I got to be honest, that's not saying a whole lot.
I want to see. I've actually got the Blu-ray, but I know Dirk doesn't like the film, so I haven't really pressured him into doing it for the stream.
I mean, we can do it, man. I mean, I can do it. It's not a big deal.
We'll have to do it in like a really raunchy kind of.
It's a sleazy ass genre.
Yeah, we put it with Gore in Venice or something.
Yeah, it's very sleazy. It's actually got porn inserts in the damn thing.
Yeah, Ray Lovelock as well, isn't I believe.
Yeah. But I mean, the story sucks. It's bad. It's a bad movie. It's not. That ain't what I can deal with the nudity and all. It's just the way it's shot don't look very great either. Like, so I don't know, man. Like, it's not saying a whole lot for him.
I'll probably love it. He said all that. Yeah. Music, Aldo Piga. And the ones I got down for him is A for the Assassin, 1966. That's a giallo film. Terror Creatures from the Grave in 65.
Oh, yeah.
The Monster of the Opera, 64. And Slaughter of the Vampires in 62. So, yeah, man. I kind of like the same track to this. It's nothing amazing. It's nothing that's going to stick with you or anything like the giallo kind of themes, but it's decent enough.
I will say that if you're a Euro horror fan, you got to see this. If you're like really into Euro horror, especially people that appreciate like the roots of the genre, like the European horror, I say you got to check it out, man, to see how far we've come from then. You know, like I dig it, man. It's got also has the long lost reincarnation plot, long lost love.
Yeah.
In the film, there's some silly stuff a little bit. Some of the dancing, you know, I got a chuckle at some of that shit. You know, like with the dude on the piano and shit. You know, because it makes you think she's finna get butt naked. You know.
Oh yeah, she teases with a strip tease, doesn't she?
It's a very teasy ass film. I'll put it that way. So, there's a lot
for
of
me,
skin,
like,
but it's not a lot of nudity. So.
Yeah. For me, this would play the best way I think to see this for me would be do it in like a double feature with something more prominent and play this one first. You know, and you can put anything like a castle kind of giallo with this would be brilliant.
Yeah.
And work perfectly. I think Dirk watched it when it was stormy as well and raining outside. That kind of helps as well.
Oh, I did, man. It was raining its ass off. And it's great when you watch these films like that. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Turn 100%. All the damn lights out. Nobody's there. You just by yourself, watching it by yourself. Like, of course, my wife and son was already in bed. And I was just in the dark.
Late at night. That's the way, man.
Yeah.
The one actor I do want to get to, though, is Walter Brandy. And he plays Count Gabor Kernassi and the vampire himself. Right. So he was in Bloody Pit of Horror, Terror Creatures from the Grave, The Monster of the Opera, all the ones I mentioned earlier, really. Slaughter of the Vampires. He was often cast as like a brooding villain, but he did, you know, play heroes and he was pretty much dubbed one of the first de factos of stars of Italian horror exploitation. Okay. But his breakthrough came in The Vampire and the Ballerina in '59, a year earlier. But he did, weirdly enough, he had a cameo in Fulci's Enigma too.
Okay. So that was in '59? I thought it was in '60.
Yeah, I think it just came just before this one.
Yeah, it's a few months difference.
It's almost like the same plot and everything.
Right.
But saying he had a bit part in Enigma, he was the executive producer too on Fulci's film.
Okay.
But a lot of the other casts you don't really know because a lot of the girls were brought in, they were just dancers, they weren't actors. The other big one you can tell. You can tell. The other big one is Alfredo Rizzo, who plays Lucas. He plays the asshole manager. He's fucking great as well. I liked him. He was in a lot, man. He was in Beast in Heat, Kill Baby Kill, Bloody Pit of Horror again, Bloodsucker Leads a Dance. He was actually the director of the Bloodsucker Leads a Dance, which is crazy as well. But
yeah, it's not a great movie.
Vita. Have you heard of that one?
What is it?
La Dolce Vita. It's kind of a well-known Italian film.
I've heard of it. I think. Yeah, I haven't seen it. But
he was in that as well. That's like a big. It's non-genre, but it's like a big Italian film at the time.
Okay.
But yeah, I think you really said the main kind of storyline. You get
the you know, they're stranded. They gotta go to this house. They gotta go to this castle. At first, the count's like, "No, you can't. No one can stay here. I will not share my hospitality with you." And then the one chick pops up and she's like, starts bitching a little bit, you know, and then he's like, "Okay, well, y'all can stay." And I was like, "What the hell?"
That character. So you got one character as well, Vera, yeah, and she's got psychic ability and she knows where things are without even, you know, do you know what I mean? She gets like cigarettes. She even opens the gate, and there's a special way to open the gate, which there's no way she could have known.
Yeah,
but she does. She does that just through psychic ability. You've got Lucas, the manager. He's this asshole guy. He's like a scumbag, man. All he wants really is to just have free food and free lodgings. And he's trying to stay there as long as he can as well to save money.
And he can't sing worth a shit. Was he singing?
Right. Yeah,
playing
yeah.
guitar and shit. Right.
Oh yeah, yeah. And needless to say, you get one of the girls like that's, and again, the guys, the count says, if you're going to stay here overnight, you've got one rule: is you can't come outside of your rooms late at night. You've got to stay there.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the girls, Katia, she decides she wants to have a late night shower, and she starts to go off exploring the castle and all that. You know, I think it's not going to give too much away because this is early on to pretty much say she gets killed by a mystery assailant.
Yeah.
And then the whole film, then, you know, these girls start, you know, being terrified by, well, we don't know who it is. Is there some killer on the loose? Is it, you know, I'll leave that up to people's imaginations or to check it out.
Yeah.
But it does exactly what it says on the tin. Like, it's from what, you know, the storyline and all that. Yeah, you could do a lot worse. You know, this is a great kind of atmospheric.
Yeah, I mean, I had fun with it, man. It's not boring by any means.
No, not at all.
I mean, it's not high tier. I still think it deserves a watch.
To me, it's like middle, really low middle tier. You know, I wouldn't. It's definitely not lower tier, but it's another one I think I might warm up to a bit more if I watch it again. I'm by no means giving it a bad review because I did like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10 though, man, because you know, it's got the first new vampire. So there you go.
Well, yeah. I mean, you've got the.
That's a great shot too, and like you see her legs, and like it's like her legs are like right here, and then you can see somebody else holding a girl, you know, in the background. That shot is fucking great.
That dress as well, the Viva wears, it's like see-through.
Yeah.
She looks fucking amazing as well.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, there's a lot, man. There's a lot to like in this. I definitely think it's got like a giallo element as well as being a vampire film.
Mm-hmm.
You could even say like a slasher element. You could say the big old dark house type film as well. So it ticks a lot of boxes, I think. Yeah, I mean, this didn't really come up much, does it, Dirk? In you know,
no,
I don't really see this on a lot of lists or anything.
But this
like
did
that.
well at the American drive-in, the grindhouses, and the drive-in.
I can imagine. Yeah.
This was like a fan favorite. They were hooting and hollering for this damn movie. so back in 1960, you know, or whatever.
Yeah, back in 1960, it grossed 72 million.
Right.
Million lira in Italy. Its release dates was November the 28th, 1960 in Italy, and then it came out on July the 4th, 1963 in the US. Italian title is L'ultima preda del vampiro lite, which is the vampire's last prey. And it pretty much inspired the film The Devil's Nightmare, 1971 with Eric Blanc, which is like kind of a loose remake to this.
Okay.
And that's a film I love, man.
Yeah.
That's a film. We've never done that, have we? I don't think we've ever done that. So yeah, that's one would have been perfect as well. If I'd have known that, I would have added it on to the, you know, to these.
Right.
But it's got other titles: The Vampire's Last Fling, Desville's Pouring Vampire, you know.
Right.
So yeah, the castle was actually shot at Castello Orsini Ordescani in Brasticina, Italy. That's easy to say.
Say that 4 times real fast.
No, okay. But it does show up in other films. It's a 15th century castle, often used in a lot of these Italian horror films. Right. I can remember seeing it a few times on my past reviews, so I know it's definitely been in other films.
Was Burial Ground shot here?
It may well have been Burial Ground.
I think so. Maybe.
There's a few, yeah. I've known there's at least 4 or 5 films that shot here, yeah.
Let me catch the chat right quick, man.
Yeah, go for it, man.
Before we give our rating, I guess. Dan says 1989 is a sort of sequel. He's talking about the 89 Dr. Caligari.
Okay. Yeah. I'm up for watching a bunch of them, man.
Yeah. It's very, very different. Okay. Very trippy, he's saying.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
We got Jonathan in here. Hey, Jonathan 898. He says, "What's up, y'all? I'm a little late. Just got done with my live stream showcasing my physical media pickups this weekend. Awesome, man.
Hey, what's up, man? Glad to have you on board.
Yeah, glad you're here, man. Appreciate you. We got Crazy Horror Collector Reviews. Do you guys see much of a difference from Blu-ray to 4K? I guess it just depends on I guess it just depends on who did it, you know? Like
the certain titles, yeah.
Overall, not so much. Like I would say if I get a Synapse Blu-ray, a lot of times that looks like a 4K. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Second Sight do a great job. But yeah, for the most part, no. But there's Arrow Blu-rays that look like 4Ks too. I mean, it's a weird thing, man. But sometimes you get that 4K and it's just like bam, like this deserved a 4K. You know what I'm saying? It's like watching. Yeah, it's like experiencing film. Yeah. It's like experiencing it for the first time again. So
yeah, for me, it's not much difference, obviously, because if you get yourself a good 4K like Sony player, the upscaled Blu-rays literally look as good as 4Ks to me on some titles at least.
I think it matters on your setup too, like the TV you have, and like Dolby Atmos and all that, you know.
But a lot of the time, I would say I don't really notice much difference at all. So
yeah. Overall, probably not. But sometimes, like The Shining 4K is fucking amazing. Like there's other ones too. I can't think off the top of the head, but
Zombie Flesh Eaters is a great one as well from Arrow.
Yeah. Okay, I haven't checked that out yet. I know that what was it? I know Second Sight, man, damn near everything they do is like knock it out the park shit, you know. But let's see, Blake's Ovation. Have you ever been to Campbellsville, Kentucky? No, I've never been to Kentucky, even though my dad was originally from Kentucky. I've never been there. But I've been to Georgia. It's about as close as I've gotten. So,
hey, what's up, man? I've never been to America, full stop. So,
right,
yeah.
Let's see. Jay Reel's in here. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, Jay?
Yeah, good to have you.
Awesome stream we did back last week with Jay, going through all our Halloween recommendations. So go over, check that out. Subscribe. Yep. Subscribe and all that good stuff.
Yeah, we covered a lot of films.
Like, man, Jay. Yeah, we got something. I mean,
quickly went through a lot of recommendations.
Yeah. So not next week, the week after, we got something planned on the Tuesday with Jay as well.
Okay. Let's see. Everybody's saying, hey. Let's see. Wild Wrangler says, y'all seen He Never Left, 2023 slasher.
I've heard about it and I thought, yeah, I do want to see that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that one because it keeps coming up when I see these slasher lists, these recent slasher lists. So yeah, I'm all for that, man. Yeah, I'll try and see if I can get it.
I haven't seen it, but I will say for the next one. So Dr. Caligari, you can see that on YouTube easy. Like there's tons of people put it on YouTube. If anybody wants to watch Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, but the next one we're about to get into, Vampyres. Well, I'm gonna go through the chat before I even go there.
I was gonna say, yeah, and we can give our ratings for
yeah, we got to give our rating too. So Jay Real says I'm sober today. Yeah, Jay got toe up from the flow up on that damn on some of that rock gut.
That moonshine, man, that's good stuff. Yeah. I seen Jay and he was swigging it early on. I was thinking to myself, oh, it must be, you know. And then when they said it was 30%, I'm thinking, yeah, man,
it was like eating a ice cream sickle, I think, and he just drank the whole
That's
damn thing.
What's so scary about it, because it just, yeah.
Right.
But no, man, you were good. You didn't make an idiot of yourself or anything, no. Jay. You were fine.
Yeah. Well, we're caught up with the chat, y'all. And, you know, if y'all are just now tuning in or whatever, do me a favor.
Faster.
Yeah. Do some of that.
Yeah. Do him a favor and slap that like and don't punch your missus or slap your missus in the face, basically.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I think this is a crock of shit.
That guy always plays the same frigging character to me. I like him, but
he does.
just always seems to play himself.
Right.
But
yeah, man.
with this one,
I might say so. That is very offensive.
You know, though, right? With this one, there was an alternative ending filmed where Vera, Lyra Rocker, fully embraces her vampirism and betrays the surviving showgirl. And they were setting it up for like a sequel, which never obviously materialized. And no copies of that ending survived, the alternative ending. So,
but well, cool, man. I don't really have nothing else on this film, man. This I dig it a lot. I do. I had fun with it. It's not boring. A lot of eye candy for 1960.
yeah.
It's a very teasy. I'm gonna say that again. It's very teasy kind of film. So
yeah, it doesn't go to that level of nudity that you want, really, being a red-blooded male. But yeah, it does tease you a lot.
But I appreciate it though, man, for what it is. And so I got to give it a 6 out of 10. That's what it's gonna get from me.
Okay. I'm a 5.5 at best.
Okay.
Yeah, just put it on as like a double feature as the first showing, and then pair it together with something really, really good in that kind of same genre field, and you won't go far wrong, man.
Right. Well, man, so we're getting into the third film of the night, man. This is Vampyres or
Vampyres.
This is my
favorite one. This is my favorite of the three.
Is that the Arrow?
Yeah, it was in a box set, so I took it out of the box set.
Blood Hunger, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I need to get that box set, by the way.
I've got the normal bog standard one as well. I missed out on the limited, but I'm guessing you can probably get the limited if you look into it.
Right. But this is 1974 Vampyres, man. It's a British Gothic horror, very cult film. The way I watched it was I watched it on Screambox. Is how.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's definitely not a traditional vampire flick. I mean, these bisexual vampires, these bisexual female vampires, I should say. The way the film opens is very kind of ambiguous, right? I would say. Like,
yeah.
So what do you think happened? Like, they're in a castle, these two women, and they're butt naked, getting it on. First shot. I'm like, holy shit. Now I know why Darren picked this damn movie, So,
well, to believe it or not, like when I went back to this, I was thinking to myself, oh, I hope Dirk doesn't like the fact that there's tons of nudity in this.
No, it didn't bother me.
Yeah, sometimes the soft core element can put
the Arabella kind of shit I don't like, but this one ain't bad. It's more like Jean Roland or Gene Roland, however you say it, some bitch's name. But anyway.
The opening is, you don't know what's going on with the story because, well, I think we can say like the opening, these two like bisexual lovers get shot in bed.
Yeah, they're getting it on, and then some shadowy figure looks like, he looks like a fucker in a giallo film, comes in with a fucking, looks like some kind of German Ruger pistol and just shoots their ass. And then.
Yeah,
and then,
go on.
And then right after that, then you see all these bats flying around and shit. You're like, what the hell?
Yeah, with the crowd. But if you think about it, the opening shot there where they got shot dead is explained at the end of the film with the old couple when they're looking at the house.
I missed it. I must have missed it.
Yeah, it is explained.
Oh, man. Holy shit. Damn.
But
okay. This is my first time seeing it, so.
I mean, I can tell you off camera if you want.
Yeah. Tell me off camera. That's cool.
But just getting into do you want to get into the director and all the behind the scenes?
Yeah. So Jose Ramon Larraz is the director. He's a Spanish director, mainly known for sexploitation kind of films. He did a film called The House That Vanished, a.k.a. Please Don't Go in the Bedroom.
That's a great film. I love that film.
From 1973. Yeah. He did another film called Whirlpool, 1970. He did another one called Symptoms. It's got Donald Pleasance's daughter, Angela Pleasance, in it. And that was, I don't got the year for that one, but it's also known as the Blood Virgin.
Yeah.
It's the first British entry into the Cannes Film Festival.
That's his masterpiece by all accounts. Symptoms.
Is it? Symptoms?
Yeah.
Okay, because I've heard a lot of good things about Whirlpool too, so I haven't seen that one. But
that's a giallo as well. Yeah.
And then you got Black Candles from 1983. I've heard really bad things. It's also known as Sexual Rights of the Devil. He did Rest in Pieces in 87, Edge of the Axe in 88. And then he did Deadly Manor in 1990. Also, he was, before he became a director, he was a comic book illustrator in Spain.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
that's a decent body of work, man. I've not
and
seen
he was
Deadly
a fashion.
Manor.
He was a fashion photographer, which you can see it the way this film's shot. Like, his pseudonyms are Joseph Larraz and Joseph Braunstein and that he used those names for like English markets like Britain and America.
Yeah.
So, but there's a chapter dedicated to his work in a book, in a 1994 book, Immoral Tales, European Sex and Horror, Movies from 1956 to 1984. So,
okay.
I'm thinking about getting that book, by the way.
Yeah,
yeah. But yeah, that's all I got on him. Did you have anything on him?
No, just the films you mentioned, like know the box, like that box set. You got Violation of the Bitch he did as well in '78, which is one it's in that box set. And I've always wanted to see it, but I've been holding out until we maybe do a stream on them. We got to do a Ramon Loraz stream at one point, I think.
Yeah, he'll have to get in line because.
Oh yeah, we got loads planned.
I done messed around and I got me a vision board now, man. So it's on and popping. Man. Yeah. But anyway, shit. Cinematographer, man. What the hell? I didn't write his name down. Shit.
Harry Waxman.
I got the films. I got a couple films that he did that I knew about. The Wicker Man, of course, is a cinematographer, which is you can see it in this film. You can see the style very much. It's got that same vibe, like the folk tale kind of horror gothic style,
I can see that. Yeah.
There's another film that I got to check out. I got to check this one out though. That he was cinematographer for, called Blue Blood, 1973. It's got it's got Oliver Reed in it, and there's a lot of debauchery. And it's like he's like into dark magic and satanic rites and shit, rituals and shit. So I got to see this. I got to see Oliver Reed being a Satanist, man. That's
so like, true to fucking real life, then, really, if you think about it. Because he's
debauchery,
fucking crazy guy, isn't he?
But this was included in the Arrow box set, Blood Hunger, right? The Blood Hunger.
Yeah, Blood Hunger. Yeah, it had Whirlpool, Violation of the Bitch.
Right.
I think it was 3. Maybe 4, I'm not sure.
Right. But yeah, that's all I got on the cinematographer. And I can't believe I didn't write his name down. But
Harry Waxman, yeah. Okay. So the music was by James Callum Clark.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a writer on a slasher film, actually, called Stalker in 2010. And he wrote The House on Straw Hill in 76 as well.
Oh, shit. That's a banger, too.
Oh,
you liked that one, didn't you?
Yeah, we covered that.
I'm pretty sure you liked that one.
Yeah, it's a slasher film, and like Udo Kier, wasn't it? Yeah,
Udo Kier, and I'm blanking on her name. She was in Satan's Claw, right? What is it called?
Oh, the blonde girl. I know. Yeah.
What is it called? Blood on Satan's Claw.
Blood on Satan's Claw. Linda Hayden. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Linda Hayden. Yep.
But going through the cast in this one, right? So you've got Marianne Morris. She plays Fran. Not much is known about her. She did 9 titles. she talks in a very monotone British accent as well, which kind of works for the character, I find.
Yeah.
She was in Queen Kong in 76, Corruption with Peter Cushing in 68.
Okay.
But like I say, there's just not much really known about her.
Right.
Anelka Dubizanka plays Miriam. She was in a lot of TV stuff in America, Falcon Crest, The Love Boat, Magnum. She was an actress and former model. She was a Playboy's Playmate of the Month, English but of Polish descent.
Which one is she? Is she the blonde or the redhead?
She's the blonde, yeah.
Okay.
She was a finalist in the 1970 Miss UK United Kingdom competition. She worked as a blackjack bunny at the Playboy Club in London for 5 months and was a topless page free girl in UK newspapers as well. She made the move to America in the late 70s. There's not much known really about the others. You got Murray Brown, he plays Ted. He was in a couple of things, like he was in Dracula in 74, The Deadly Affair in 67. But yeah, not too much really known about the others. And I will say, if I have got like a complaint about it, the acting isn't really top notch in this. I don't think it matters. But it works. Yeah, I don't think that's what I was going to say. It doesn't really matter, I don't think.
Because like I said, the opening of the film, I guess it's not ambiguous since you told me that, but I mean, I thought it was, but it does kind of like leave it open. Some really damn.
Well, there's all I will say with that, and you'll know straight away, is there's a mention of ghosts at the end of the film. That's what I'm kind of referring to.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay.
But if you want me to spell it out, I'll spell it out later for you.
Yeah, it's fine. This was shot on location at Oakley Court, which was a high-end bed and breakfast. It's also the location of the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you know the same castle?
I knew it was like a former Hammer House of Horror studio.
Yeah.
And while they were filming this, there was reported again. It was reportedly to be haunted. The females on the cast and crew and what have you didn't want to be left alone late at night, and of course, most of the scenes were done late at night as well. So yeah, that's kind of creepy. Apparently, it was really creepy walking around there late at night. There was always some sense of presence, they were saying there, and they couldn't spell it out what it was or anything.
And these two vampires, they walk in daylight, but like if they're like chasing after somebody in daylight, they get real weak. And that's kind of true to the Bram Stoker Dracula, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that. But like I said, they don't have fangs. They use sharp objects like knives, and when they they use the one guy, I'm mixing her name, Miriam. Which one is she?
Miriam is the blonde.
Okay, who's the redheaded woman? She's the one got this guy captive, like using him as like a blood bag, pretty much, and having sex with him constantly. It's like
Fran.
There's a lot of sex going on, and you can see like this tension between them. Yeah. It's like why she's like confused why she's keeping them alive and shit. I think so obviously she likes what she's getting. So there's that whole angle. Like,
oh yeah, so like the Ted character, he signs in early into this hotel. And the old man who's working in the hotel believes he's seen him before, but he hasn't.
Yeah.
And then so you've got this kind of middle-aged guy signs into this hotel. You've got the young couple then, John and Harriet. They're kind of on like a vacation. They've got like a camper van or caravan, as we call them in the UK.
I was confused on them. Why the hell were they just sleeping in there? Like,
I think it was just to get away. Like that's what some UK people do for a holiday. They just drive to certain locations and do the fishing, and his wife does a bit of painting by this.
We do that too, but why would you do it by this big this big ass hotel like place? Like,
well, and the middle of bloody rainstorms every night.
Right.
Shit. Yeah. But I mean, it works for the film. Let's put it that way. But
yeah.
Yeah, so you got. Did you find the guy, the husband guy in the caravan? He was kind of an asshole, wasn't he?
Yeah,
because she's saying, "Look, I can see these two women, and I can see," and he's like, just really fucking playing her down every time. Oh, maybe it's in your imagination. And all
well,
this.
he saw the one, but he didn't see the other one. You know?
Right? Yeah.
And then he's like,
And
"Yeah,
he keeps
maybe you're
putting her down
imagining
all the
that
time.
shit." You know, like
He says it so condescendingly as well, all the way through. I
Yeah.
love his character, man.
right.
But yeah, so you've got this guy Ted, and he thinks he's won the lottery because he picks up, Fran, this gorgeous redheaded man, and they go off to this big mansion.
She's
Most
got
of
like
it
this
is
shit eating.
derelict and
She
shit.
got like this shit eating grin the whole time too.
Yeah.
Like you can tell, like she's up to no damn good.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's every man's dream, though, isn't it? You get led off by this gorgeous, like, redhead. He goes to this mansion. He's literally having sex with her 4 or 5 times, I think, in the film, at least 3 or 4.
A day.
Yeah, literally
like,
all
not
the
just
time.
in the film, but like shit, they're getting it on a lot, dude. Like, and then the one dude, there's another guy. I don't think I'd want to be that guy though.
Oh man, Rupert. Rupert turns up. You on about the blonde guy? And what's happening as well, like in the background of all these, all this happening, men are being like getting into like car accidents and turning up dead, and they're like very bloody ways.
I know we're probably not really bringing it home on the description, but they basically what these two women are doing, these two vampire women, they're seducing men and luring them back to their place. And then after they do what they got to do to them, they drain them of their blood and everything. Then they make it look like a car accident happened and shit.
Yeah.
Basically,
I think Hammer House of Horror, or it's definitely got that vibe, hasn't it? Like a Hammer film.
Yeah, I would say that this pairs really good with the Gene Roland film or Jean Roland film.
It's exactly, this is the reason I thought that you would like it.
I dig it a lot. Yeah.
It's almost like a Roland film. If you didn't know it wasn't, it's maybe not as stylish as a John Roland, but it's in that vein.
It's definitely not as surreal. It's more straightforward plot, more straightforward story,
Yeah.
Roland's more, you got to be like, what the fuck's going on here? You know what I mean? Like, so.
And you're talking about like a couple of twists in the other film as well. This has got 2 main twists at the end too.
Yeah.
And it kind of spells it out for you, but it doesn't in a way as well. You can just kind of like make up your own mind, but you're given a few options of what it could be.
Yeah. I mean, I'm talking about the way the film moves though. Like you're not confused really until, you know what I mean? I wasn't.
Yeah. No, and this is another one where it's paced really well. It seems to fly by too. Not overly long like some of them,
And I can say, like, there's a lot of gratuitous nudity and there's a lot of bloody violence.
There is.
So it's kind of disturbing. Like that one scene where this dude gets cut in his crease of his elbow, like on this side.
Yeah.
And she's like drinking. Man, it's disturbing. That shit bothered me a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. Like, just the way,
he gets every man's dream as well at one point when he gets the threesome going on too. But he's so like, when that comes along, he's so devoured of like his energy.
Drained.
He's anemic, because of all the blood he's lost and that. Yeah. But he still, performs when he should do. But
I guess they got him. I guess they got him like in a trance, like he's charmed,
Well, yeah, Miriam says to Fran, didn't she, at one point? She says, "Well, why are you keeping him alive? Well, why don't you just end it? Like, and we'll move on to the next. Yeah, and we'll move on to the next.
Well,
guy.
There's a reason why. She's obviously liking what she's getting.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Which blows my mind because this guy's like middle-aged. He's like he's at least in his like 50s. Probably knowing today that I didn't know then. He could be like 30 or 40 because people do look older then, didn't they?
Yeah.
But she's beautiful. She's like, she wouldn't look at him twice, which I always fucking find funny, man.
Right.
In these films. The film was shot on a modest budget of £42,000 over 3 weeks. Yeah, like Dirk said, of that haunted kind of Hammer House studio. It did receive like an X-rated in the US upon release, an X-rate ration. Premiered in the UK in 1976 on a double bill with The Devil's Reign.
And they cut it to hell, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. I think only recently with the Blu-ray, like, is the full version.
Right.
To see.
It
did have a lot of different titles, which are confusing as well. So it was called Daughters of Darkness, which there's another film with that name. Vampires in the Twilight. Satan's Lust as well.
I kind of like Daughters of Darkness. That one's killer.
There is one called that, though, isn't there, from the 60s, late 60s.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
There was a 2015 remake by Victor Matalano, which I've never seen. The blood as well. They use real pig's blood in those scenes.
You can tell, man.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're licking it and shit.
I know. That's what I'm thinking afterwards.
They're all licking. That's another thing. So there's a scene where I'm not going to say who, but both of the vampire women are attacking this man. And I put it in the intro. You can see it if you go back to the beginning of the stream. You'll see it in the intro toward the end. Yeah, they're like biting him and licking all over him and shit. It's man, you're like, and then they're like, I don't know, man. It's wild shit going on in this movie, man. But
Larez claimed he got the inspiration was when they were skating. And he was skating the big English countryside houses and that. And he heard tales of blood drinking spirits, and that kind of give him So I guess they were going for something completely different, and he kind of changed his mind as they were going through the location shooting. The iconic flowing gowns that are worn by Fran and Miriam, and they do literally look like they come out of the Dark Ages, don't they?
Yeah.
They were all gone, pretty much bought from a second-hand shop in London just to save costs, but that's kind of works well for the film. They do look like they're from a completely different time period, which again I will say is described at the end. They will tell you that. Why?
Yeah, they look like they're from like the 17th, 15th, 17th century.
Yeah, hundreds of years ago, man. There was another for this one as well. There was a rumored alternate ending, which was mentioned in a 1990s fanzine interview with the director. And allegedly, it showed Fran and Miriam escaping to continue their bloodlust elsewhere. The footage, again, was supposedly shot, but it was cut. And, again, no copies were found. So it was very similar to the other one, too.
And did you know that, what's it, Larraz, right? That's his, Jose Larraz. He also worked for an opera in his career, so you can kind of tell.
I didn't know that, man.
You can kind of tell, like, the way that it's kind of feels like a theater kind of film, like, in a way.
Okay, yeah.
In some parts of it, I don't know.
I can get that. I get that. Yeah. This was covered in a 1974 BBC documentary called "The Dracula Business."
Okay.
Which I'm sure you could probably get if you look up on YouTube, which I've been meaning to do. I just haven't had the time.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, this is great, campy kind of, if you want like an old style vampire film, but like with that hammer, the hammer look, very sleazy, very bloody
very
places.
Sleazy. Yeah. Very violent too.
Two gorgeous women, two leads. Yeah, I think this is a fun one, even though, it can get dark at times, don't get me wrong, but this is a fun one, I think. And again, double feature it with something from Hammer, anything from Hammer Horror at that time period.
Or Gene Rowland, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely. What's that one we seen that we did with Dan? Sean Rowland. Not The Grapes of Death, the other one. Remember? I know I'm putting you on the spot a little bit.
I'm blanking.
But there's like the vampire in that as
Fascination.
Well. Yeah, that would work perfectly with
this. Fascination go great with this one.
Yeah, 100%, man. Yeah. Yep. But for me, this is like, and I might be giving it because I don't know. I just really like this film. I might be overselling it a little bit, but for me, it's like a 7. a 7.5 out of 10.
Okay.
I do feel that's kind of a little bit over what I should give it, but
No,
you like what you like, man.
yeah. I mean, for me, it's like a 7.5 out of 10, man.
Oh, that surprised me, man.
Yeah.
That pleasantly surprised me, actually.
Oh, I love the Gothic, man, and I love the look. I don't mind, like, the way that it's done is very tastefully done.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's not real. I mean, it's not that sleazy though. I don't think. Do you? I don't think it's sleazy. You?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe a little bit, but it's not. It's not in your face. Like, I don't think.
Yeah.
It's
Arabella's
like
pretty sleazy, but this
one or two sex scenes that maybe shouldn't have been in there, because there's literally 4 or 5, and
there's a lot.
2 or 3 would have been enough. But
no.
I mean, you could go wrong, man. This is great for this time of year. Check it out, man. Check out
all 3 of these, man. So you get one, like the 3 films we covered tonight is you get one from Germany, you get one from Italy, and you get one from Britain. So,
Yeah. And I mean, the one from Britain, you've got like kind of a Spanish vibe to it anyway.
And the Spanish director, yeah. So you
yeah.
But yeah,
no,
man,
I'm glad you liked it, man. I'm glad you liked it. Because
yeah.
I always get apprehensive when I see a film, but yeah, it's been a good one, man.
Yeah, I was pretty hyped to do this one, man. And like, this is going to end Gothtober, and next week we will be covering The Exorcist on our channel, Subjective Perspective Collective. Come and tune in, check that out. We got some different views on that one. We're going to have Lauren Dixon from Visited by Voices Network on with us.
Yeah. I've already been getting messages about that. People can't wait for that one. So I'm really looking forward to that. That'll be a lot of dive. Yeah.
We're going to be doing a lot of work, a lot of research on The Exorcist, and try to cover it, something that nobody else has done, hopefully, But.
Yeah, I mean, just like we've all got different opinions on the film, and we don't want to come on here and just give you the same old shit that you've seen in all these documentaries. We'll try and you know come out with different facts and that, but it'd be unique, because Lauren's got just such a great kind of just the way articulate about films, and
we got kind of different views on the film, so it's going to be a good conversation.
Yeah, 100%, man. Yeah.
Let's see. Jay Real says, just hit the thumb. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Cheers, Jay.
Jay Real says, not going into detail into our show, but Night Train Murders was one of the most disturbing movies I've ever seen. Yeah.
That's why I picked it, Jay, because I knew their reaction. I love that film. Everyone knows that anyway, but I'm interested to see what Jay thinks.
Right. He says I could talk about it on your show too if you want. Okay.
Yeah.
We have
we got to get Jay back on anyway.
Yeah, we got to get him back on the
EuroCrypt.
Yeah.
And hopefully we're going to do some kind of series with Jay where we're going to try and get him to watch these Italian giallos and all that.
Right.
It won't be, it might be once every 5-6 weeks or something, but that'd be good. You look out for that on Jay's channel. And he's welcome on you whenever, man. Whenever you want, man. You're welcome.
And Nana, Kathy says, Jay, I enjoyed this. Oh, she's talking to Jay.
Okay, they're talking about weapons, were they?
Oh, he got a discussion on weapons. Okay.
Nice, man.
Yeah, I'll go over there and check out Jay's channel, man. Jay Real.
Yeah.
And then Texas says weapons is awesome. I
keep hearing mixed things. I had a message off Kenneth last night, and I don't think he's particularly.
Yeah. Weapons
he actually blind bought it, and I think he's a bit pissed off because he blind bought it.
Okay. Yeah. So weapons. I'll just briefly say, I like the first 2 acts. I'll just leave it at that. So.
Yeah, that's what I hear a lot.
Let's see. Jay Real says one of my favorite films, Exorcist. Yeah, man. Mine too.
Yeah, you got to tune in next week, man.
And thanks for subscribing, James Stevens Official. Just subscribe to Dead Pit. Appreciate you. Yeah. If you like what you're seeing, man, come subscribe to our channel, Subjective Perspective Collective, man. And I appreciate everybody that's been in the chat. everybody's been tuned in. If you're checking this out in the future, hit us up in the comments. Let us know if there's anything that you want us to cover, talk about. We'll take it into consideration for sure.
We're pretty transparent, man. You can hit us up on Facebook, or we always reply. We'll always, go back and forth. I got a few people I go back and forth with during the week as well.
And Kathy says she was lukewarm on weapons. Yeah, like I said, I liked the first 2 acts, but the third act did not work for me.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Jay says, night, guys. I appreciate you, Jay.
Yeah, have a good one, Jay, man. I'm wild. Have a good one, man.
And Texas says, seriously, Dirk, get CK to make that T-shirt. I'll see if he will. Yeah, thanks for coming out, everybody. And have a great week coming up, man.
Have a good one, Tex.
We're getting out of the Samhain season, the spooky season, I guess you'd say. And before you know it, it's gonna be Thanksgiving and shit. So
yeah,
we got a good one planned for Thanksgiving too, right?
Yeah.
We got a pretty good Native American stream planned for Thanksgiving, so y'all stay tuned in on that.
I do want to quickly just add, me and Chris are going to be doing a show in Wednesday on Black Glove Reviews. We're going to be covering Halloween 2 and 4. So people, if you get a chance, not sure on the time, I think, because there's a time difference now in the UK where we had the hour going, fucks everything up. But keep a lookout for that, man. Yeah. And like I say, just keep tuned in future, man. We got a shit ton of stuff we're going to be doing.
Yeah, we got a lot of ideas, man. We just got to put it all together and put the dates on them and stuff. So
yeah.
And Kathy says, night, y'all. Great stream. I appreciate you, Kathy.
Have a good one, Kathy.
Yeah. And we're going to get out of here, y'all. Y'all have a good one.
Yep. Happy Halloween, everyone.
You have fallen into the EuroCrypt. There is no escape from the EuroCrypt.